and then that helps boost the price of the box. The singles, not that one person makes that difference, but you know, at scale, and the system always balances itself. Sometimes it gets a little out of whack, and when it gets out of whack is when there just isn't product, and that's what we're seeing now. There just isn't new sealed Final Fantasy product coming out of Wizards through the distributor and the hobby chain into the market. Even the Costco drops and stuff, like they're getting Commander decks. Everybody's like, oh, they're just giving all the product to Costco. No, they're giving Costco the Commander decks. And to be fair, the Commander decks from Final Fantasy aren't worth squat right now. They're worth a couple dollars more than we pay to bring them in the store. You know, I think we have Final Fantasy Commander decks up there right now, the Commander decks up there right now at like $60 a piece. And you know, we're $53 in them, so we get to make $7 when one goes out the door. We do, because then there's product on the shelf, and the shelf doesn't look empty, because it sucks to walk into an LGS and see an empty shelf.
Barren wasteland.
Yeah.
Picked clean.
But a lot of stores aren't, because there's no money in them, and so that's when they get dumped on Costco. This isn't they're giving Costco product that we would have taken and sold. Oh, there's 2 play boosters in the box with the Commander deck if you buy it at... Okay, cool. That's an insignificant amount of product. So I think... And I think it all plays into the Vivi thing, because if they ban Vivi, they're afraid that will take the demand down in December when more sealed product comes available. It won't. They're wrong. Like I said, they could ban Vivi and Sephiroth and Yuna and make Final Fantasy and Tifa and make Final Fantasy irrelevant and standard. And
it would still just move like it had its own wheels.
We're still going to sell every single box that we can get our hands on. We're still going to have to limit them. You know, we would have, when we had Final Fantasy stuff in stock, we had to, depending on how much we got, we'd limit it to a box per person, or sometimes to 5 or 10 packs per person. Because, you know,
that.
Hey, I got 18 boxes in today, and somebody comes in and goes, cool, I'll take them all. I can't do that because I don't have product. Again, I don't have product on the shelf, and my shelves are empty. So I think that's what we saw in the One Ring. I think that's the reason it took them 18 months to ban the One Ring. Yeah. They had to wait until everybody stopped caring about Lord of the Rings, or at least until they were done printing and kicking out Lord of the Rings.
Loader got a scheduled reprint. I don't even like saying it. A scheduled reprint, right?
Yep. Well, Loader got its first drop, and then it got its holiday drop, which was a completely different... They were mechanically identical cards, but with, you know, new frames and stuff. Right?
God-awful arts, you mean?
Yeah, those were the scroll frame things that I thought were awful, but it still sold. Those collector boxes are still $1,000. Yeah. But I guess that kind of reinforces my point, right? Even if they would have... people weren't buying Lord of the Rings collector boxes because they wanted the One Ring to play. They were buying them because they wanted the serialized soul rings, you know, that kind of crap.
Yep. They wanted Loader.
Yep.
And Final Fantasy is the exact same. As like anybody who would want a Vivi is already buying it for singles, because why would they pay $250 for...
We're not gonna. I mean, I spent $400 on 4 VVs, but that's besides the point. But that's the problem. Like, if you want foil VVs, here, hang on. So I'm building VV because as a shop owner, I should probably have VV. In worst case scenario, we'll all have a VV deck to play test against, right?
Pick for yourself.
What? You wouldn't want to play? You don't want to play test against VV?
I don't know. So I was really adamant on playtesting against Demir mid-range, but after Store Championship, I'm sitting here like, is it worth it? I mean, it is. I know that. Yeah. Calm down, everybody. Calm down. I know it is. Every part of me is like...
So a play booster box, was it what, $250?
Yeah.
So 4 foil VVs, just the basic, not the showcase or the surge foil or the $322.
Ouch.
The rest of the deck was less than that.
Yeah, that's the rest of the deck, not including Cauldron, is not even a quarter of that.
Oh yeah, I own Cauldrons for. I mean, I've owned a playset of Cauldrons forever.
Yeah, Cauldron, like, take out Cauldrons. Yeah, it's not even a quarter of that.
Right.
It's mostly cantrips.
Some people are starting to play Quantum Riddler in there now, and Riddler's a good card because it's
a great card.
I mean, it's another card that says draw cards, right?
Yep.
What goes in the VV deck? Cards that say draw cards.
Yeah.
Yep. And those are up, but I think I got foil borderless ones of those for $40 a throw. Like, you know, the foil regular VVs were $80 a piece,
Yep.
so we're at half. But yeah, and I don't think it's going to get better. You know, they said they're not going to do an emergency ban, so we've got VV until the next scheduled ban in November at least.
At least.
I don't think they ban it in November either.
No.
Not with a scheduled reprint.
Yeah, no, especially if they're scheduled for December and November ban is like on the docket. No.
Yeah. So, and maybe they take Cauldron, but okay. So
It doesn't need it.
right. Well, the deck doesn't need VV.
No.
Like, I've and I haven't played a ton of games. I've maybe played 50 or 60 games in this deck. Right. I don't have 10 hours a day to play Arena, or I would play more. But there are games where I don't draw a VV and I don't draw a Cauldron, and I'm sorry, matches, best of 3, and I take the best of 3, and I never draw a VV and I never draw a Cauldron.
Right.
Deck's fine.
Deck's fine.
Deck's fine.
Deck's
Fine.
fine.
So
Just fine.
They're not
I don't know.
going through something right now. They're fine.
I think VV's here to stay. I mean, like I said, I just invested almost $400 in VVs because I'm not worried about them being valueless. Not that I've ever done that before. Thanks, Fury and Grief, you sons of bitches.
Card?
Fury and Grief
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
was so unjustly banned. Like, Grief is fine, but
Oh, here we
Fury?
go.
I played that deck. I pioneered that deck. I was playing that here before it was cool, and then it got banned, and now I'm upset again. And you do this to get content. He riles me up on purpose, I'm telling you. Because I'll sit pretty for the rest of the podcast. You bring something up I'm passionate about, and I go off. Give me my Fury back. That was so unfair.
So, not a modern player, so I'm gonna take a very careful step into this. All right.
Oh, very careful, Kyle.
Very careful step into this.
You are in stabbing range. Be careful.
So, Fury and Grief, the elemental incarnations, incantations,
Incarnation.
indiscriminates,
Incarnation.
were banned in modern.
Yes.
Hey, were any of the others?
No, Solitude's Endurance and Subtlety are still legal.
Yep.
Grief is banned in Legacy, and that's okay. Legacy doesn't need Grief.
So you're telling me Solitude's okay?
Solitude's just Path to Exile on a body, or Sword Splashers on the body. But like,
So Solitude's all right.
yeah, Solitude's
And
fine.
Subtlety is fine.
But it's okay. So Grief was kind of just the same situation as Hopeless Nightmares. It rips 2 cards out of your hand because you just blink it.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why they banned that.
Yeah, but you can do that on turn 1.
Yeah.
Thoughtseize double grief. Get fucked.
Fury was fine.
I was gonna say, especially like with Flage. Like, why would they get rid of Fury?
Well,
just to replace it with Flage.
No,
not as
those are very different. Yeah, those are very different levels of gotcha.
You can blink Flage, but it's still going to sacrifice.
I get. So I wasn't actually really trying to get you that riled up, Aaron. I mean, I was trying to get you riled up. I wasn't trying to get you that riled up.
You always trigger words. No, there it is. Oh, why?
Give us a special guest after you ban it. This is Monstrous Rage 1.0. So this happened before Monstrous Rage.
I wasn't even this salty about Corey still getting banned.
It's such a cool art too.
Yeah,
It's a really pretty card.
Full art Solitude, the borderless Solitude
Okay,
that
that
came
one's
out in MH3.
gorgeous.
That is literally one of, if not my favorite art in all of Magic.
Oh, it's so pretty.
I hate that it can't fit on a mat. You would have to do it like vertically, and it would look so stupid.
Yeah, we did that with. That was Final Fantasy. They did the vertical mat, and that was the dumbest thing they ever did.
Thank you.
But yeah, no, Fury. So Fury and Grief, funny story, right? Fury and Grief were what, $50 cards, $60 cards at one point. Do you know what this special guest is worth right now? The one that I just put on the screen.
I'll go 8 or below.
15.
$4.38. Do you know how many of those E4 cards and more had an inventory on band day?
9.
I'll go 8 or more.
12.
2 for 2. With the most vague guessing.
Yep, $600 in cards, and overnight it was $30 in cards.
It's like, oh man, it's literally just like the whole.
Bring up Mana Crypt, I'm going to smack you.
Or say my statement.
I could have paid my car off with what I lost on Mana Crypt Jeweled Lotus. But that was a me issue. That was personal collection. That was not store inventory.
Jeweled Lotus is another thing that makes me angry.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
But enjoy that 64/64 Hydra with Trample, sir.
I'm about to walk out of the podcast.
Aaron's done.
Aaron, it's fine. It dies to removal unless they have a snakeskin veil.
Which they always fucking do!
Sorry to everybody listening for that peek on the mic. That was the limiter only goes so far. So we do have other topics to talk about. Hey,
yes, we do.
hey, Aaron. What's one of your favorite cards that's not Vivi?
What's one of my favorite cards that's not Vivi?
Well, not your favorite cards, I guess. You brought this topic up. This was your topic.
Our topic.
We're gonna talk about another card that's doing some things in standard. I guess another group of cards. 3 out of 5 ain't bad, right? Similar to the elementals, we have the Endurings from Duskmourn. Enduring Courage, Curiosity, Innocence, Tenacity, and Vitality. Tenacity and Vitality are a little less important, but Courage, Curiosity, and Curiosity specifically is Flash Cat in the Dimir deck right now.
The cat comes back.
Yep.
Yep.
What do you guys think of the design of these cards? You can't get rid of them. You have to exile them.
I think Curiosity does too much.
Curiosity does way too much.
It should have been 1 or more.
It should have wholeheartedly been 1 or more.
I would have been fine with it if it was 1 or more creatures deal combat damage, not whenever a creature.
You just make 5 flying 1/1s, right?
They could have They could have very easily put that limiter on too, because Innocence, the sheep,
has that limiter. That
one's limited.
Triggers once per turn. Like the sheep, you get to be number 5.
Vitality.
So as someone who enjoys mono white, I think Innocence would be super cool if I drew a card for every token that came in.
Yeah, but blue already does.
Yeah,
because that goes in an Elspeth deck, and I just pick my deck up and go, I want to play this card.
Yes, like literally, turn 3 Innocence. You could play turn 4 Hop Up. Cool.
Yeah. Owen says in chat, some of the Enduring cards are just silly. They're not balanced at all.
No, like not in the slightest. Like they are absolutely nasty. Just nasty beyond words, especially because I've been playing with them a little bit. I mean, who hasn't? You'd be stupid not to.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But they check creature type in as you play them, even in pending, so you can't spell pierce them.
Those are the Overlords.
Those are the Overlords. Ignore me.
Any other wrong opinions, Kyle?
How much time I got?
Oh God. No, they are more difficult to get rid of, right? You have to have creature removal, and then you have to have enchantment removal, or you have to have creature exile,
and/or both,
which would still be okay if Curiosity was 1 or more.
Which would still be totally fine.
It would still be just like a great card. It would be watered down, but
being able to remove a creature.
Hey, Owen, thanks for the follow, buddy.
And not remove that same creature is kind of egregious. Like it super feels bad too. Like there's nothing that sucks more than playing a spell to get rid of a very obvious problem, because the cat is a 4/3, man. The cat is a 4/3.
It tickles a little bit.
And yes, there are things that deal damage in 3s that then exile it, but you're warping your sideboard around one card.
Yes. Like,
That's
going...
not...
It's kind of what we talked about with Vivi, wasn't it? When you have to build a deck around a card?
Yeah. You only have 15 sideboard slots. If you have to dedicate 7 of those to Vivi and 7 of those to that cat...
Yep. Bad days.
You have 1 card left for the rest of the meta. Good luck.
Yeah, it shows the glaring issue. Especially with so many... With how many cards there are in Standard, even after rotation... Oh, buddy, like that is limiting a sideboard like that for just having to square off against meta matchups is just, again, super feels bad.
Yeah.
Like, incredibly feels bad. Going into the store championship last weekend, that is literally, I was ready to main board scrap shooter. I was ready. I had it locked in. I had Nick literally had to like pry it away from me. I was like, no, I need this. It's a reach. So, I can block sirens.
You know what's funny though is like I prepped for Demir, and then didn't face
get
it
Demir. Out of all,
I missed the whole track.
Out of the whole, like,
and our top 4 was 3 Demir decks.
And Voorhees, who just decided to waltz on in out of nowhere.
He beat me in the first round.
Played the deck Corey should have played.
Played the deck that Corey should have played.
We love you,
stole
Corey,
from Corey.
Yeah.
You got her. Yeah, no, it's. I think the endurings cause a lot of problems. I think they cause a lot of problems.
Curiosity is the problem.
Curiosity is hands down the problem, especially because like Spyglass was already played before Curiosity even came out. It's just a solid 1-drop.
Innocence, I think, is the least broken out of the 5.
Innocence probably is, the least broken out of the 5.
They balanced that one.
Yeah, because they put a limiter on it.
They inhibited it, yeah.
Curiosity makes sense because it is a 4-mana investment, and there's other better ways to give haste to creatures for 4 mana. There is.
Yep.
Courage. Courage, just a second.
No, Curiosity is the dog.
No,
it's the cat. Oh, my sweet Jesus.
I put the picture up for you, Kyle. I gave you a picture.
You gave me visual aids, and I still failed. Oh, boy. Yeah. It's going to be a lot.
Am I going to be able to get 2 of these on here? I wonder.
Yeah. Enduring Courage, that's 4 mana. Like, the 2-0 is pretty huge, I will admit.
That is, yeah.
But, like, that is, to me, that's the right level of powerful. Like, that gets the 3 slots so perfectly because it's not too much and it's not too little.
Well, and you can't shit on Innocence too hard when the enchantment Caretaker's Talent exists as well.
Yeah, that's also once per turn.
Yep.
Yes. Because
they know how to balance these cards.
They can
just
balance
chose
them.
not to with like.
Yeah, it's like I don't get, and this is coming from me. All right, I love my blue, but like, I get why white has the limiter, but I don't get why blue doesn't as well. Because like that's the whole point of white is like we're gonna play the game at my pace, our turn 2. I don't care if you ramp. I don't care if you poop out a bunch of creatures. I don't care. Our turn 2, our turn 3, our turn 4. Whereas this just completely warps that. Like, there's not many blue options I can think of that just say, fill your hand for 4 mana and some swingers.
Yeah.
Right.
The only hope we have against Demir is running them out of cards.
Yes.
And when they go, hey, here's a cat. Oh, I now have 8 cards in hand again. What do we do against that?
What do you actually do against that? It's like it creates such a feels bad meta because I feel like it's really torn between you either play super fast and you try and catch them before they can cat, before they can VV, before they can do anything. You play. There's a reason why red won. There's a reason why, because it's fast. It's lethal.
And the guy that won also taxed really hard against Vivi specifically.
Yeah. And like that's and
perfect. His sideboard around a certain card.
Literally.
This is like a problem.
It's a vibrant example, and Curiosity is such a great example of it as well. If anything, I would even say more so, because when you kill, you have to exile both of them for different reasons.
Yep.
Right? Like, isn't that it's obnoxious. It's incredibly obnoxious.
Especially when you take away our Anoint with Affliction.
Yes. Anoint's gone, so it's like take away the options to do it.
Exercise?
You exercise.
But it's a sorcery.
A 1 in a white sorcery is the only tool against cat. But if the craziest part, and the part that again goes back to feels bad about this, is you have to get rid of the cat at instant speed. If they tap you, if you get your 3 little pokes in the air, their hand is filled and you're screwed.
You're guaranteed.
You are 100% screwed. Yep. No matter what you throw at them, they're going to counteract it, and they're just going to keep going with their little counter punches until they drop you. Vivi's similar, but like I would even say Vivi feels less bad because it kind of goes back to what I said earlier about the sparkle of Vivi, like the big bang. It's like boom, it's Craterhoof Behemoth is on the battlefield. Boom, Blightsteel is on the battlefield, and it has its presence. Whereas the cat is so. It's really, really unassuming until you know what it does.
The other thing I see as a problem with the cat is the cat has flash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why does the cat have flash?
So if they're attacking you with 4 mana up, you have to make decisions. You have to go, is this going to be a cat turn? Do I need to block all these?
And you have to do it at instant speed. That is the part that really like chaps me so bad.
What else does Demir have that unblocked creatures help out? What's that? The one guy. Yeah, that guy, Kaido. Right? So it really is just one of these situations again where you have to block.
Ready for this topic. I can go for this whole.
If you don't block, you're just leaving yourself open to all of these problems.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you have to deal with them at instant speed. And to like take it a step further for like feels bad and obnoxious, Kaito is a ninjutsu. So Yuriko is literally one of the greatest Dimir commanders to ever exist. If not the.
Right.
This planeswalker creature hybrid.
Yep.
When you ninjutsu it in. So when you already get your free, I got my thing in for a mana less, it is already doing its thing, and it is hexproof.
That's exactly the point I was going to make. Take away hexproof, this card's fine.
Take away hexproof, this card is more than fine.
It's still an instant speed planeswalker. We've never seen that before.
Literally.
Which is ironic considering their ability. But like...
So
what?
So Corey's defense is that cat would be unplayable at 1 or more.
What?
It would be unplayable. It wouldn't be worth playing at if it 1 or more creatures. If you only drew 1 card.
Counterpoint, we still play Enduring Innocence. And Caretaker's Talent. Well, Caretaker's Talent does do something else, but like we still play Enduring Innocence.
Enduring Innocence still sees tons of play. And worst case scenario, the cat still breeds a draw engine. Mm-hmm. Like, and in blue, that's huge. Like, don't get me wrong, in white it's bigger because white isn't supposed to draw cards like that.
Right.
In blue still has so many options. We were talking about props earlier.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic example. Blue already benefits off of card draw in so many ways. It's my favorite part about blue. And as a dedicated blue player, I say it doesn't need it.
No.
In the Vivi deck, we talked about, half the deck says draw a card. How many of those are red?
None.
Probably 0.
None.
Which is funny because red has card draw.
Yeah, but it has
FOMO and Tursa, but those are discard draw, right?
That's looting.
Yep. You're looting, not drawing.
FOMO is there for a body. It just also happens to draw cards.
And it attacks twice.
Yes.
Like
Tursa is there. It just so happens to do its thing. It's a haste 3/3.
I think Tursa is part of what makes it work anyways, without if you even don't have Cauldron or Vivi.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's one of the first things that came to mind. It's like, okay, how did Steve win these games if he doesn't have like the ever glorious Cauldron or the Vivi? Like, how does the deck win? Mm-hmm. It does what the cards do best. Blue draws, red deals damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just a buffer for, and like, I love blue as a support color. That's why it will always be my favorite. Yeah. It is the support color.
It is.
It's why it exists. Mono blue by itself, its sole win con is you either mill your opponent or you mill yourself. Typically.
You just counter them out. You don't want to play
or
anymore.
You just bore them to death.
Right,
but,
which we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
I mean, Tolarian Terror would like to have a word with you about that, but...
Well, but that kind of goes to blue has to
the big fat flash crab.
Eddie Mark Crab.
Yeah, Eddie Mark Crab. Simic Crab.
Yeah, but then they banned beans and it wasn't as fun anymore.
Oh, yeah, and then it was unplayable.
That's a whole other topic.
But, like, as a blue player, I don't think it needs it. I think the white one makes sense, and I don't think... especially for something that can come back. For something that you can get rid of. You can trade a blocker or something. If you get rid of it...
Yeah, if you flash the cat in combat step, and you hit and you drew 4, 5, 6 whatever cards, right? Okay, great cat turn. Cat gets shot by a torch.
Shoot the cat.
Yeah, shoot the sheriff. There we go. Because torch gets rid of it, right? Yeah. But you got to sacrifice something. You got to bargain torch.
Yep. You literally have to.
Yeah. Nowhere to Run doesn't even deal with this thing.
No.
It deals with everything else. It's like, oh, I have hexproof. Well, now you don't. But this, you kill that, and they're like, oh, look, now it's even harder to remove anyways.
And
Corey says, as a blue player, quotes, you aren't thinking about the mana investment for a single draw. Is it a good card if you have to spend 4 mana for that draw?
Quantum Riddler.
3 mana?
5 mana.
Warp.
Yeah, but like you cast it the second time, and it's...
Sure, but the concept's the same, right?
Quantum comes down and draws 1 or 2 cards. For one and a
Riddler,
blue, right?
Riddler's 2 to warp.
Yeah, 1 in a blue.
Yeah, but it draws 1 or 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
For 2 mana. I think that's plenty.
Sure, but this is 4 mana though. So if this only drew you 1 card, why would you play this over Riddler?
You wouldn't. That's the point.
Yeah.
They're giving blue too much.
And we to take it a step further.
But if it's so if as it sits, it's overpowered. If you add 1 or more in there, now it's underpowered and nobody plays it?
I mean,
is there a middle ground?
I think that is like the hardest part of this. I think the middle ground, like in my opinion, from what I've seen in Standard and Magic, I think the middle ground is that it comes back.
Okay.
Even if it had flash.
Because you said it on Enduring Innocence, right? Mm-hmm. Enduring Innocence is 1 or more.
1 or more
and triggers once per turn. And triggers once per turn. And power 2 or less.
But
right? But white's not supposed to draw a bunch of cards.
Right, but if that dies and comes back...
There are blue cards that say draw half your deck, rounded up. Blue's card draw.
Blue is card draw, but it's blue can draw cards. What I usually play as, blue can draw cards in one of 2 ways. You can either cantrip it, like most standard players do. That's what makes prowess. Yep. Sleight of hand, opt, blah blah blah. You just keep filtering through a bunch of little baby spells, ramping up your deck and getting what you need.
Yep. Vivi just lets you make a mana every time you do it, so you never run out of mana.
Exactly. Or you can invest in it. You can invest in the draw, which I know that's what Corey was saying, but you invest in it in ways like, I think it's like Ancestral Knowledge, draw 4, dump 2, something like that. The payoff is too high, and the lack of payoff, in my opinion, like say you only poke with 1. Like, you swing 1 Spyglass, you flash in the cat, boom. Now you have a 4/3 blocker, you've drawn a card, and even if they remove the cat, they are still continuing to draw cards.
So what if we made it draw 2 cards? But it triggers once.
What if it said, well, no, once per turn doesn't really work on combat, does it?
Right.
I don't think draw 2 would work either.
If 1 or more creatures deal combat damage, draw 2 cards.
Well... But now you're flashing that in, and you're punching over with a Spyglass Siren and getting 2 cards out of that.
Yeah, no, and like that makes the under part of it way too high. Like, I can confidently say I do not have a perfect way to balance this by any means.
Okay.
I just think as it is, I think it's too much.
It is.
Sure.
That's my entire point.
No, I mean that was just the question I wanted to hit, right?
No, and
like,
I appreciate you.
Okay, it's overpowered. Well, it's overpowered. How do you balance it?
Yeah. Exactly. No, that's how
things
things are constructive, and
how do you take the overpowered away without turning it into a bulk rare?
Speaking of taking overpowered away, BV. A lot of people have been pitching that they could errata it, like with expropriate. Expropriate was causing hell of problems, and I love expropriate. I do, but if you take away the pay 0. And add in a tap, that card gets way less feels bad. And
here's the problem. And Wizards has come out on this because they've done it before. They've errated cards, right?
Oh yeah.
Errating cards no, it does. As someone who runs tournaments, errating a card is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, because everybody.
Well, the card says this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's this obscure thing I'm pulling up on my phone on the internet that says it's actually this.
Yeah, and honestly...
Right, but the card says this.
And honestly,
I want you to imagine a draft night or like a learn to play night, and it's like, you know, yeah, I know you're not super familiar with Magic, but reading the card explains the card, except when you have to look the card up on the internet.
There's a literal current example of exactly that with Edge of Eternities. With the green spell that says target creature fights another creature.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a problem. Because it's actually target creature you control fights target creature you don't, or something like that. Yeah, as Corey would say, green can't have shit.
Corey,
that one's for you, Corey.
Can't have shit.
Yeah, no, we go back and forth with that over and over.
Diplomatic relations.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing is, though, is that is a card that they knew they fucked up.
No, that's fair, especially because
like that was eroded before you could buy it.
Yeah, and that was
Wizards going, oops.
Yeah, that was an oops. That wasn't a
recognize their mistakes.
Yes, and
of course they can.
Yeah, but at the same time, this is a 3-mana common that does not break formats. That's draft chaff.
Sure,
it's literally draft chaff. Being able to own up to something as severe as like, all right, okay, we know that you guys have been playing Vivi for a while, but now you got to tap it to do its thing, so you don't get to swing your cake and Vivi it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that breeding a lot of frustration. I mean, we saw how any Magic player knows how very, very disgruntled Magic players can get.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, at that point, you just ban it. If you cannot errata it and make it in any sense enjoyable, because at that point you can't.
But they won't.
No, they won't. No. And that's where we hit our stopgap.
Yep.
Like, well, I guess it's just long goodbyes from here to the end of Vivi's run.
Yeah. Johan stopgap?
No.
It's an Eldraine card.
Who's Johan?
He's from Eldraine.
Oh.
What?
Card?
Kyle said stopgap. I was bringing up a card. That's stupid.
Is a card called that?
I think it's like Johan stopgap or something.
Johan stopgap? Oh, yeah.
Are you going to put it up?
I don't... Yeah, okay.
Obscure.
Okay. Woo!
I'm contributing, people. Look at this.
Hey, I mean, I called out Throne of Eldraine earlier, so
contributing's
a
strong
word.
word.
For you to contribute.
Hey,
I'm not sassing you.
Boom.
Johan stopgap.
Oh, this is a terrible card.
It's an awful card.
It's awful, but the art is funny.
Like, this is genuinely a terrible card.
Yeah, draft chaff's got to exist somewhere.
I wouldn't keep that in limited.
This is your 15th pick right here.
Can I just draft an island instead? It'll be more useful.
You that exactly.
So funny.
Wow, that's a really bad card. That's a really bad card.
That's the word you said, so it's relevant.
And you know what? Yeah, no, it's relevant.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
Steve, take that away. Steve. Fury breeds fury.
Are they really like $4?
Yeah, $3.85 for the textured foil.
Okay, I'm buying this right now. No, get me 4 of these. Right? No.
$5.93 is the direct by TCG player price.
I wonder how much Gifts Ungiven is now.
Some guy with 847 feedback on TCG player has one for $4.95.
Oh.
Aaron's going shopping. Don't, bro. I have play sets of them.
Gifts Ungiven like $9-10.
Okay.
23.
That's a little surprising, honestly. Be really curious to see if it hits the EDH tournament.
I mean, the signature spellbook Jace one is 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that
Commander Collection Blue. What?
Yeah, let me have this. I remember opening up the Jace's spellbook, and I was absolutely over the moon. So I remember my friend saying, "It's like, oh, cool, you got the foil." Like no elemental.
Oh, but those foils curled like no other.
They did. Super bad. And I had to work on it for a while.
Oh, yeah.
But I love the art of those cards so much.
Like,
and that's where like the commander ones, they lose the love. They lose the actual,
They don't have
like...
the cool frames.
No, not at all. They lose what actually makes them, like, a spell book. It's like, oh, this is Jace's arsenal.
Did you see Chandra's?
That's what
Corey.
it
The flame along the bottom?
Yeah.
Corey says take some time and talk about the real standard problem. The rope.
Rope.
Rope
It's
your
the Leon
opponent.
rope?
Chess clock.
The arena rope.
Yeah.
There we go.
No, I actually... it's not on the docket, but, like, I would love to bring it up.
Fuck it, doing it live.
I had the idea...
Kyle, we're like...
I don't have a graphic for this, so we'll go back to Spider-Man. Which isn't even going to be Spider-Man on Arena.
I was gonna say it's not even remotely relevant to it, but you know what? I'm here for it because I like Spider-Man. Okay. Ooh, time walk. So, that would actually be a really interesting concept of it, because so it's like, okay, I'm gonna play Ultima. Ultima ends the turn.
Yep.
So what I thought of, especially like in regards to Arena, is instead of having like maybe a format could be created, because like obviously it would have to be tested first and trialed and aired out.
Yep.
Making a format for 60 card for modern, standard, whatever the hell else, where you have timers, like in chess, where like each of you have 30 minutes for...
Arena does that.
It does, but it does it in a way that feels really bad. Like, I'm just... Sitting there and watching the rope is just... Meh.
That's kind of the Magic Online thing, isn't it? It has your timer displayed.
It does, but like it doesn't give you the actual timer.
Arena does. Yeah,
It
you
shows
just
you the actual...
you
seconds
hover
have.
over the little hourglass and it pops up.
So Magic
I've
Online
never
has it always
hovered over
displayed.
an hourglass. I got better stuff to do with my turn.
Not when your opponent's sitting there roping with 4 timeouts. You sure as hell don't.
I hate it when my opponent's roping and they got 4 timeouts and they only got 1 synthesizer on the board and they don't know if they got it or not. Ooh, I hate
I mean,
it.
that's why I scoop out of blue-white control games.
Speaking from experience. So how long until we get the message from Corey that he got a blue-white player to rope?
No, he's really slow. There's a 2-second delay, but he's being way slower than that.
We love you, Corey. We do.
We do love you, Corey. We really, really do. But anyways, my thought would be to have like chess timers for Magic.
Like physically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like actual physical, like, all right, 1 green mana elf.
Yeah.
Straight
Yeah.
up.
No, 100%.
Like,
I'm
I
with
feel
you on
like
that.
it would be an incredibly fun format to test, and like obviously if it did well and could become more official and more recognized.
I would love to trial run that with you.
I think I think that would be absolutely great. Obviously, it's just something that you want to enforce for new players, but I feel like it could really show people salty rope. I think it could be a really great way to especially help people who do struggle going to time with it. It's like
Ryan.
I don't want to call out Ryan, but he is our most
Corey,
local example, and he knows that we give him shit for
Hang on.
this.
So Corey responded to your challenge. He says, "Do I even mention that now?
Well, don't have
Making the blue player rope."
I feel like by proxy of saying that, he is mentioning it.
That's fair.
It's something to be proud of, Corey. Like we're
It is
calling
something to be
attention to,
proud
your
of.
accomplishment. We're not making fun of you.
We're
Bro,
on
that
your
was
side.
years ago. That was years ago.
Oh, we're still on his side. We're still here for him.
I love it.
We care about our friends.
Just like we care about how if our friends are playing slow, it could be a good learning tool
Yeah.
to being able to getting them to play faster. Because like that's my sole thought process with it is like one of the things I think about almost every single time I walk out of here and I'm going 0-3. I'm like, okay, what did I do wrong? How can I
Right.
just be an objectively better player? Because there's levels.
Stop
to it.
playing Magic.
As much as I want to take.
Jared will not allow this.
Yeah, no. We
Oh,
stop playing Magic.
I like Corey's answer. He just bullies Nick to play faster.
Yeah, and like, but instead of if you're playing with new players, okay, I'm walking into a shop for the first time, and I want to play some more experienced Magic. I don't want to durdle. I want to play some good standard with like high powered decks and some good back and forth.
Yeah.
I could walk into a shop and be like, hey, like, is anybody here for standard? And they'd be like, I'm here for standard. And I'd be like, cool. Do you use clocks or not? they'll be like, oh yeah, definitely use clocks, and we could sit down and we can back and forth it. I feel like we could set
we
up
own
a really
chess
good
timers.
expectation. What?
We own chess timers.
Yeah, and
here in the store.
I feel like
we bought them for Jack.
There you go. Like literally, instead of having somebody sit there and trying to figure out their turn constantly,
yeah,
it would promote them more to get a step ahead of their clock.
Yep.
Because that's the only way to get your times down is you have to be a step ahead of your clock. So I feel like that would be a really, really fun archetype to explore.
Yes.
And it could be really interesting with cards like Time Stop, where it's just like, cool, the turn ends, bam. And it's just like, all right, right to you. I feel it creates the high octane violence that I love in Magic. All right.
Sure. I can see
I'm gonna play Rhino. Rhino's gonna come in and bop you in the face. Go.
Okay, but like, I like Sandman. Huh? I love the Sandman card.
Sandman card's great.
It's so cool.
Green, mono green has been eating this year. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Tanic, not the warp one.
The little
God, it's such a bad card.
It's so bad, but
such a bad card.
Blow up.
Come on, give us Scape Shift. Like,
honestly, give us Scape Shift. Yeah, give it
All
to
right.
us.
So we do have a third topic, and I kind of want to hit the third topic tonight. Not that we're short on time or anything. We're actually clipping right along, considering how enthusiastic y'all are about some of these topics. Good job. But before we get into our third topic, we are going to take a short break. You guys can all go piddle and make sure you shake 3 times. I'm going to grab a Snickers, and we are going to run a Twitch ad, and we will be back shortly.
It's great. the fuck off.
All right, and we are not ready to be back, but we are all. I thought Kyle was sitting. He was at one point.
I am sitting.
As we come back and the boys chew, I want to address Baja's comment. Give Escape Shift and Red Ellie Blast in Standard.
Had Elemental Blast in Standard.
Sign me up. Say less.
I'm less concerned about Red Ellie and more concerned about Scape Shift. I want you to picture a Tifa deck.
Never mind. Forget Escape Shift. Take it away.
Hang on. Okay. Nope. Hang on. I know we're traumatized by getting beat up by the
Mossborn Hydra. Hang on. Mossborn Hydra. Put the Ordeal on it. And then Escape Shift.
Now hear me out.
What doesn't that kill?
The deck, mono green, literally does not need Escape Shift.
Right.
At all.
No, 100%.
It would be for decks like what I made with Famished Worlds, or like.
But if you think mono green wouldn't abuse the shit out of it,
why would they bother playing it?
Because it's a kill shot. If they let you untap with a Tifa and you Scape Shift, does Scape Shift specify basics?
No.
Okay.
Because Scape Shift rocks.
So then you Scape Shift and you go get your 3 Fabled Passages and you get 6 landfall triggers.
Standard tapped.
Oh. Well, that's less fun.
Yeah, if anything, it wouldn't do as much for green as people are thinking. It would be better for like dual color decks like Gruul.
I think it's Corey that always says it. It's win more.
Yeah.
It's literally just, I think Jared too. Either way, it's literally just a win more.
It's an already one card.
Yeah,
I would be more scared of that in Simic.
Oh,
with Tanic
and Gruul, like
it's
mono
like
green.
your own Valakut.
Yeah, but mono green.
Yeah, Chris says don't ban Vivi Cauldron, just outpower creep it, which I think is what they're
It's
intending.
gonna happen, yes.
Yeah,
I'm with you,
no,
Money.
that's the direction we're going, right? Like if you look at the power level of Standard, I mean, let's go before the last rotation, right? Everybody remembers the Domain deck with the Triomes and the Atraxa?
Yep.
Yep. And that was your dominant deck, right? Because there wasn't anything that could outpower it. If you put that deck up against Vivi Cauldron, it just loses every time.
Yeah.
Like we're at such a different scale now. Yeah. What's that Domain deck gonna do? Is it gonna Leyline bind the Tifa?
No, because then they'll just bail it.
Leyline binding. Cool. You put a permanent on the battlefield. As that permanent enters, I put Snakeskin Veil on the stack.
Yep.
Hang on. No, I can actually hear Aaron's blood pressure rising.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's great.
Oh, his eyes are starting to bleed.
I love that card. Oh.
The nostrils are flaring and the left eye is twitching. We have reached peak Aaron rage.
You know, we had to get there at some point. Like,
I mean,
we
the
had
only
to,
thing
right?
the only thing be better is if they could grief you while you did it.
Right. Oh,
Hey, I liked Grief. I loved Grief.
You
loved
would.
it.
Grief was she was perfect.
You would.
They took it away.
I can fix them.
So
Yeah.
now that we're back, everybody's got some refreshments and some calories and some cold little Caesar's grease pizza in them. Topic 3. So this is one that Kyle sent to the chat. And it was just a couple pictures. And he's like, we'll talk about it on the pod. The picture is a picture of an empty LGS. They painted their ceiling black. It's an interesting aesthetic choice. Anyhow, I'm getting distracted. I printed the pictures on the page.
Good point.
Yeah, they scratched something out on the picture. Who knows?
I'm looking at this like white squares in the.
Those are lights.
Are they? Not in the ceiling.
Hang on.
Oh. That caught me off guard really bad. I'm sorry.
That's
a lie. No, it's not. You silly man. Stay over there, silly man.
I don't.
It looks like older LGS like white box storages, like where you used to thumb through bulk. Like remember main phase, just hordes of white boxes. Kind of looks like that. Or
you're talking in the background.
Yeah, it looks like it's glared to hell. No, I think you're right about that.
That or it's a display for sleeves. Kind of looks like a katana display back when they're, the
little pop-up boxes back when they made katanas.
A disaster waiting to happen.
I mean,
all LGSs are disasters.
Yeah,
no, that's for sure.
That's a not uncommon thing sometimes, unfortunately. Sorry, I'm being really slow. I was trying to make this work.
We can fill it.
Hey, Aaron.
Huh?
Well, come on, work. There we go. Oh my God, it's huge.
Is that a walnut? Point taken. Aaron, it's
sure
people.
Is.
Aaron, it's your people.
Hey, there we go. Fucking walnut.
Is that a brain?
No, it's a walnut.
It's a walnut.
Jesus Christ. It wasn't as funny because it didn't come out when Aaron was being Aaron. And now we've confused eye candy in the chat. She's like, "What just happened?"
Hi, buddy. It's a reference to something Kyle called me before,
and we'll do so again.
And we'll do again.
Aaron has a tendency to just completely whiff pieces of reality.
Only they had a term for that.
I'm still processing the snakeskin veil.
What do you mean one green mana just nullifies my thing?
The blue-white control player is still roping while he processes what land to play second, so, here we are.
We all have our problems.
We all have our problems.
Yeah. At any rate, so there's a picture of an LGS. I wonder if I can pull these out and put these pictures up for
I was about to ask, is can we pull that up?
I gotta find the right...
I'm sitting here kicking myself, not just providing a link to the actual post.
That probably would have been a better idea. Yeah. I think they're still saved in my photos. Bloody Mac.
We literally just got off the topic of, we all have our problems, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Boy, did I find mine. Exactly.
Tifa. X-Men Bill. Hydra.
It's okay. Hydra's the problem.
Whoa, yeah.
I feel like they're both the same.
But Tifa's power is the only thing that increases, right? So you could just flash out and nowhere to run, you kill Tifa with that.
They both died of removal. What's your problem, Aaron?
Doomblade.
The problem is that the Hydra gets around nowhere to run.
Yeah. Unless you get it within the first uptick.
Yes, but you like Tifa, if they snakeskin, okay, well, she's an X3. Still gets -3/-3. The Hydra is doubling both power and toughness. That is the problem.
Yeah, you gotta kill spell it.
Yeah, and you can't because then they just snakeskin it. And I'm trying not to peek the mic again. But, oh my gosh, I hate it.
To me, it's the biggest part of it that really disgruntles me is it's so low effort.
It's so
low effort.
All right, so here's this picture of this LGS, maybe. God damn it. There we go. Oh, that's in a weird spot. That's what she said. So here's this picture of the LGS, and it's empty, right? There's nobody there. This was, you can see the table numbers out here. Can I zoom this? You're so awkward, OBS. You're just so damn awkward. There we go. Yeah, see, we've got table numbers out. There's the mysterious white objects in the ceiling that were confusing Aaron that are glowing like UFOs.
I know it's not. Just ignore it.
But it's empty. And then if we look at the second image...
When OBS decides we get to.
There we go. This is homie in the parking lot with his loot, because he's the only one that showed up to the store champ. So they're just like, oh, you showed up. Here's all your crap. And this is not as uncommon as people think it is, right? We're relatively spoiled here, I think. We at E4?
At E4? Yeah, definitely. But I was thinking Central Oregon, I'm sorry.
No, I
think we're blessed with a good community.
We have a pretty damn dynamite community.
Yeah.
We get a lot of people that want to come out and play and aren't super loot, Anyhow.
Joke.
The top 4 being Demir. Yeah. Kind of feeling. No, we're not very diverse with their meta.
depending on the day, but
on Tuesdays it's a different story. That's not the point. Steve was talking.
I'm just saying we're pretty spoiled here where people show up to play, right?
Yeah.
This is not uncommon to see this image that we're looking at here. So the question is, what's the difference? How do we fix this? Even in our community, Yeah. On a random Sunday, I have 48 chairs and we run out of chairs for casual commander.
There you go.
Oh, crazy.
Do we need to give away donuts on Tuesday? Mm-hmm. Is that it? Is the donuts the difference?
So one of the things that, for starters, the whole reason why I pitched this is, I wanted to know your stance on this as the shop owner. There's not many podcasts out there that I am aware of. I don't feel like there's many where the actual store owner is actually in the podcast, So yeah. I feel like you're and obviously you're successful at it. You're doing a damn good job here.
Fake it till you make it. That's what Mama always said.
Exactly. And so that's why I feel like you could provide the most educated opinions, I guess, on this matter, because I don't know how common this is. I have always played in Central Oregon. I've never really.
So you see shit like this on Reddit all the time, right? Okay. I assume, I don't know if you found this on Reddit or Instagram or whatever.
This was Reddit.
Yeah. Okay. Called it.
So, and to elaborate real fast on your point, and what Aaron said, the post specified that this was for the standard championship, and they were pissed that nobody showed up too. They really wanted to play. And they also said that their LGS, that same spot that we were looking at, the vacant, barren wasteland, was also people had to fight for chairs to play Commander.
Right.
So it's not an attendance issue, it would be a standard issue.
Right. And
standard focus one.
And that's why we've really, we've always tried to support 60 card, right? Because Commander's cool and people come and sit, and I love our Commander people and I love our Commander days, and it's a super fun environment. But when we get into the bigger stuff like the RCs, you don't see those as much around standard. I think we're blessed to be able to run a CDH tournament with an invite that we're throwing out this weekend, but those are not near as common. They're never Wizard sanctioned, right? And they're usually not Wizard sanctioned because CDH is such a cost prohibitive format that the minimal proxy thing kind of has to. I don't know that my insurance company would want me running that with 48 people in here with full actual not proxied CDH decks.
Lions Diamond, Time Twister, Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, I don't know if Nick's sufficient security for that. Nick, you want to come guard $100,000 worth of Magic cards?
No.
That's what I thought. So the competitive landscape has always been important to us, right? Because that's what brings people out. Yeah. We have a chance for friendly competition. I think we have a ton of fun with it. I enjoy it. I don't play in the big ones, but I enjoy Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Sometimes I enjoy playing slop and 0-4ing and going, haha, my deck did the dumb thing once. So this is where I was heading, right? Mm-hmm. Wizards has built this environment with Commander, where Commander is the de facto starting format.
It is the problem. The starting.
And we have worked really hard, be it through the Foundation's beginner boxes, be it through draft, getting people into something other than Commander when they're new. Commander's fine. I enjoy Commander. I love playing Commander. I'm not talking shit about Commander players. But it is a casual format that lends itself to a loosey-goosey interpretation of a lot of different rules.
And I feel like that's
problematic.
It is.
Yeah.
It is most certainly.
And we've seen it too. How many times does somebody show up from standard and they're coming from Commander and it's trigger this, trigger that. Right. And it's a struggle because in casual Commander it's not a big deal.
No.
You're 2 turns on and go, oh, I forgot to play a land. I'm going to put this island down. Yeah, sure, fine. Whatever. It's Commander. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. One of the biggest things I think about, barring how casual the format is and how casual it should be, is I think it's the time window. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Being able to, it's really endearing. When I'm on, when When a Sunday rolls around and I know I have nothing to do, one of the first thoughts that always comes into my brain is like, well, I could go to the shop when they open up. I could get a game in, kick it around, head home. So I feel like that's like the more important part, and that's where the challenge really starts. Is I can't come to the shop. Perfect example, literally perfect example. 3 or 4 days, I was not working. I was not working at all. 3 or 4 days, the whole week before the store championship, that was standard. I was struggling. I was begging like a miserable leper. Please, oh please, somebody play me in standard. I was begging. If I went on to the same Discord channels I was on, like all my locals, and I was like, please, oh please, gentlemen, come try me a commander, I would have hordes at my doorstep, all right? And they would be absolutely over the moon. And I know, like, scheduling and adult lives are messy and tricky.
For sure.
But I tried. I literally made the attempt. I had literally all the time in the world to do it. Yeah. And I still could not find a partner, like, who had any form of, like, ease to do it.
So I concur. And I definitely agree that's the problem, right? What we're looking at here is how do we fix that, right? Now, Chris made a good point. He said, exposure of the standard format. Have an event to teach 60 card if your store doesn't get players. Too many players only play Commander because that's all they learn, because that's the de facto starter. Why is that the de facto starter? What was the last set of starter decks that we got? They were Commander decks, right? What do we get? What format, aside from, the starter Commander decks, had that busted-ass Gruul Dragon deck?
Yeah, the Atarka.
Yeah.
No, it's coming back. Oh my god, those came out after the Challenger decks, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, and the last Challenger decks we got were for Pioneer, which is now an arena-only format, evidently. But
so it would seem.
Yep. Precons. Every set, what do we get? We get 2 to 4 Commander precons.
Yep.
Okay. And Commander precons are great. It's a great way to come in and drop $50 or $60 and get into the game. But who at Wizards do we have to blow to get standard Challenger decks?
That's not what I was going to say.
And they're not going to be great, right? The Pioneer ones weren't. The Pioneer ones, the one that I remember vividly is the Pioneer one with the bird that came back when you cast your third spell, and you just Arclight Phoenix. There we go. And
Lotus Field and Arclight.
The Challenger deck and the Lotus Field one.
And Luris.
They were half decks, right? You had to buy 2 of them and mash them together, and now you get a deck that you can take to an event and play Pioneer at. But still, at $40 or $50 a deck, okay. Here is the problem, and this ties back into our little flying wizard homie that's chilling menacingly behind your heads. Creepy. What's it cost to build a standard deck that's competitive?
Oh, way too much.
Right?
Too much.
You can go, and we proved this with Edge of Eternities in the Commander box draft, you can literally go buy a Play Booster box and slam a Commander deck together. I know nobody played it because it was a bad event, but a couple of people did. It was the event where you buy your Play Booster and you do a 60-card Commander deck out of it, and then we play them. Like 4 people did it. It was not a well-conceived thought process from Wizards, but everybody looked at it and went, what? I have to buy a box to play in this event? And it's like, you're buying a box already, right, stupid? Cool. Open it here, make a Commander deck out of it, play a game and get a promo card.
So that raises a question for me, though.
So how do we? Well, I want to complete a thought here, right? So we have all of this Commander product that is super cheap and super easy, and you can just buy this and sit down and play, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do we do that with Standard? Is that a product problem? Is that a store problem? Is that a player problem? Is Standard too hard compared to Commander? Does Commander get flocked to because the rules only kind of matter? Does Commander get flocked to because for $50 you can buy a passable deck and sit down and play? Does Commander get flocked to because it's the only thing that you can buy a pre-constructed deck and don't have to learn to deck build for? Right? Like what is the roadblock here? And I don't know, right? Because Commander was an afterthought for me. I learned to play and came up playing 60 card Magic. Right. Like before Commander existed.
Not so much.
We're not going to talk about it. But
I
like,
similar about it.
so what is the answer there to get more people into Standard, or I guess Modern? It's 60 card.
60 card.
Yeah. And my response to that was always, well, Modern's tough because a competitive Modern deck is going to run you rent.
Big bills.
But
right.
Standard does too.
Yeah.
I was going to make that same argument, and I was like, well, no, because Vivi's like $800. That's about the average for a Modern deck, right?
Yeah.
800 or more.
Yeah. I mean,
But Modern deck, you're looking to spend about, I'd say about 1,000.
yeah, Boros. So Boros Energy is about $1,000. Urzatron's about $600. The Modern Dimir Control is $700.
And an important difference between that and Standard, and why like
I think Affinity's cheap,
I can't
isn't
even
it?
believe I'm going to say this.
Oh no, Affinity's got Moxes. Never mind.
Yeah.
Where
Anyhow.
I can endorse that Modern level over the Standard is you're in the biggest issue with Modern, and like the biggest hill you have to get over from what I've seen is you have to invest in a mana base.
Yep.
You can't just get some dinky Spire Bluff canals. You have to play Tarns. And Tarns come with a price.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
But that's kind of a buy once, cry once.
Yeah, it's an investment format.
Unless you're Aaron. That's not a player problem. That's a hoarder problem.
Same problem now in Standard. Used to be get away by not running as much of a heavy land base. And now,
why don't you just step over there because the mic's only getting like, if we couldn't hear you, we could just repeat it. No, you don't have to get on camera. You just have to get another couple feet closer to the mic. You can stand behind the mic and the camera if you want.
Do I have to scoot in?
No, God, we're not scooting.
Go on.
But just so that, because nobody can hear him.
Now we are.
No one's going to stop you. Like, get in here.
I feel like now for Standard you need to get like that big, more expensive land base.
Starting Town. Starting Town's a horrible example. Like
Starting Town, then you have your
Surveils.
Surveils.
come
Most
on.
people go from 2 to 4 Surveils in each
Yep.
deck. You have your Shocks, which have gone down,
They are
Way down.
They are way down.
but they're still,
Which has helped with the cost of playing Modern as well.
Yeah. Yeah, which literally reiterates Modern, because what are you searching in Modern with your fetch land? Normally, shock.
Right.
So I guess to kind of rotate back towards what can save Standard.
Ban Vivi.
Barring the
fix it.
barring the
Right.
nail on its head.
Right. And part of it is inflation as well.
That's,
Be it market inflation, be it, it's more Universes Beyond sets now, so everything's more expensive, be it whatever the case may be, right? It has gotten more expensive to play Magic. It just hasn't hit Commander near as hard as it's
because
hit everything
Commander
else.
has a larger card pool. It is the card
Well,
pool.
and Commander is the format where you can play jank and sit with your homies and have fun.
Correct. It is.
And you only need one.
Yes,
Yep.
you only need one. That is always the biggest, the second uphill battle, and that's why I literally think the first issue to get over is in fact product, which
precons.
blows my mind to say. There is more cards in Standard now than there have ever been, and it is still lacking product for the new player to get into it. So much so that Commander, the largest card pool in all the formats,
Is the cheapest to play.
is the cheapest, easiest to play.
And to that
So
point,
here's I'll give a good example of that, right? I recently went through and I cut to sorry Aaron. We're going to
I'll
talk
get
on
this thought
numbers,
out.
right? Do you have a notepad, buddy? You got a pen, don't you?
I have.
Okay.
It's like 6 pages here.
Okay. So I recently went through and cleared out my commander collection. Right? I dumped it all back in inventory because I'm like, oh, I have 42 commander decks. I don't need 42 commander decks. This is stupid. I found the 4 I want to keep. I got the dollar amount of those 4 decks into 4 figures instead of 5. And I sold the rest, right? Because my commander collection was getting pre-bans. It was getting to the price of a nice new Hyundai.
Got it.
But now my standard collection, right? And I've since I got out of commander, I'm like, I'm going to focus on standard. This is cheaper. It's a smaller card pool. I can build a pretty thorough collection for way less money. I was incorrect. I was incorrect. We're still creeping. You know, the 2 box. You guys have seen the boxes I got on my standard crap, and we're creeping back to 5 figures again for standard. The shit that's all going to 3.5 years. It's all going to be unplayable.
Correct, and that's to me that's the most offensive part of it. Is like I was literally talking about like one of the biggest upsides of playing modern is it's an investment format. Like if you know you're going to be coming in and playing modern, you invest in lands, you get shocks, you get searches, you bling them out if you got the cheese for it, which modern players typically do, or at least they.
Modern has a stereotype of being for people with disposable income. You're not incorrect, but the problem is the standard is not far off. If we look at we look at Vivi, and that's the egregious example at like $800, right? But let's look at, here's a Dimir mid-range list that won a store championship, $531. Red deck wins. Red deck wins is no. Red deck wins is $400, y'all.
Yeah, because Karen.
Yeah. Well, Karen and lands. This guy's playing Social and Sanctuary.
Yeah,
which I guess is a choice you can make.
Spiking.
Soulstone is spiking.
Yeah.
I guess it makes. No, it doesn't.
I mean,
no, it doesn't.
It's every creature type.
It was a bulk.
It was. It's in Foundation, so it's just still in print, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep. Well, still in standard. We haven't been able to buy boxes of Foundations in 6 months, but
it's literally
it's a core set. What
it's called Foundations.
Hold up. Red deck wins. Chandra Spark Hunter. When did that become a $100 card?
What?
More like no. What? No.
Oh, okay. Never mind. MTG Top 8 is pulling price from Card Kingdom.
Okay.
The only Chandra that Card Kingdom has in stock is the Aether Drift Fancy Foil.
Okay.
Which you have in the case, don't you?
I hope not. I think I've sold it. I don't know.
Oh,
I saw a Chandra in there.
It's one of those cards that annoys me, and I try to pretend it doesn't exist.
Can I make my point?
Yeah.
Okay. So
standard is getting super expensive.
Right, but to the point before, when you guys were talking about every set comes with commander decks.
Yep.
Why can't we get a parallel of like standard challenger decks or something? It's more product that they could be putting out and making money on. What is stopping them?
Okay, so there is an actual logical answer to that. Okay.
Is it the shifting format?
Yes. When you decide I'm going to build a standard deck, right? You go on and you do some research, you order some cards, you build it. You personally, Aaron.
Yeah. Well, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
I'm not picking on you. I'm just saying, as an individual, when you decide to build a standard deck,
listen,
and you go on Card Kingdom and you order cards, or you go on TCG Player and you order cards, and inside of 30 days, you can build any deck you want if money wasn't an issue, right? Like the cards are there, they're accessible, you can get hands on them. Yeah, sometimes they're expensive, or you're buying off TCG Player and like, oh, I need 4 of these and it's coming from 4 different sellers and it's a 50-cent card that I'm paying $3. There's all the stupid little things, right?
Sure.
But fundamentally, in 3 to 4 weeks, if you are set on a list and stop changing your mind on a list, you can order the cards for and build a deck in 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Nothing's stopping you from that.
No.
When you are Wizards and you're going to go, okay, we're going to release this product. Okay, somebody's got to go through and design that product and figure out what deck list they're building. Mm-hmm. Then they've got to go through and get the cards printed, right? Because they don't just have like, unfortunately, Wizards doesn't just have a warehouse where like, oh, okay, we're going to, each one of these decks needs 2 Chandras. We're just going to go over to the giant bin of Chandras. That's not how it works, right? They're print to order.
Right, of course.
Okay, so by the time it gets through that process, The meta shifted.
But it's still product that they can sell. I don't think they're going to care that nobody's playing it.
But nobody bought them. It was the same thing with the Challenger decks. Nobody bought the damn things. Right? People look at it and go, oh, well, but I already own half of those cards because I opened a box. Why would I pay this much for half of them again? And then I still have to go out and buy more cards to make the deck functional because it was built fundamentally flawed.
That card also banned out of that box?
No, that's the funny thing is they made it so if you're playing that exact list, you can play the Luris.
Yeah, that's right.
But if you tweak the list at all, Luris is out.
Yeah.
That's so silly.
Yep. But they only did that because it's the same thing as the Monstrous Rage, right? In the time it took them to go through that process of putting that deck together, designing the set of Challenger decks, getting everything printed, getting it through distro, getting it out to stores, they fucking banned Luris.
Let's face it, too. For the standard deck, they probably
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
I know that card.
It's the fucking promo
The promo.
Yeah.
that shipped to us a week after they banned it.
That now that I honestly sit here and think about it,
Don't you dare.
And people laugh and they give them shit, right? But you don't understand when you get in these billion-dollar fucking corporations, the snail's speed at which information flows and things actually happen. It's the same when Prismatic Evolutions came out, Pokemon took to Twitter and went, "We're going to work really hard to get more product out." And everybody's like, "Yeah, man, 2 weeks we're going to get a reprint." I just laughed. No, 9 months you're going to get a reprint if you're lucky.
that and
Like they've got production scheduled out for the next 6 to 12 months. 100%.
standard sealed product literally cannot age.
Right.
Like it can't. It
Right.
cannot sit on the shelf. So like,
And then as a store, you know, what do you do as a store, right? Do I go out and buy 500 of these and go, I'm going to teach everybody to play standard? Well, in 4 weeks when the new set comes out and there's a new best deck and format and it's none of the precons and I'm sitting here staring at this firewood on my shelf, that's the problem. And that's why we'll never get those again.
so you're telling me that the financial barrier that WotC has created has annexed players from standard, both new and old.
Yep.
Wacky.
Crazy, isn't it? I mean, do you think if they printed Vivi Cauldron even in a $150 precon, I wouldn't be able to keep them on a shelf? Here's the problem. So they do Vivi, Demir, I don't know, what other 2 decks do they do right now? Because they come in 4s. Mono red, mono green. Okay. What is everybody playing now Tuesday night?
One of those 4.
One of those.
You still come into standard?
I would.
I would do so begrudgingly,
okay,
but yeah.
that's- I mean,
It's not as much fun, right? Because now you've made this specific piece accessible. You look at Commander precons, right? I have some Commander 2016 precons sitting on the shelf. I can open one of those, sleeve it up, sit down on Sunday and play it.
nostalgic.
Sure. It's still a good deck.
For me personally.
Yeah. But like that Atraxa deck out of the C16 set, the Proliferate Atraxa, that is still a good deck.
Oh, yeah.
The gal.
And that thing's 10 years old.
The original bad bitch.
If I had a 10-year-old precon standard deck, the hell do I do with that?
Yeah. No.
And that's why I think they lean into the Commander precons because they're evergreen.
Yeah.
Yep.
No. It's,
Sure, I'll give you
yeah.
that.
And I think it's a perfect full circle. Standard has a rotating card pool, even though that card pool is huge.
Yeah.
And we're
now.
3.5 years on this rotation now.
3.5 years.
And Foundation's legal for 5.
And Foundation's legal for 5.
Yep.
Commander has more.
But the individual pieces, it just doesn't function that way.
No.
I agree.
So I guess that really does beg the question.
How do you unfuck
get
this?
Standard players.
Yep. How do you unfuck this?
And I literally the only thing I can think of is like, and that's one of the things I hate about all this and why it makes me so mad is the solution is so obvious, right? Make
Sure.
product cost what it used to instead of $180 a box.
Being greedy.
Literally,
your product.
just stop being greedy, and your game will go back to flourishing as it had.
Yes, and the question that I would
I would disagree with that, and the reason I would disagree with that. Hang on,
Those
hang on.
legs, though.
I know.
Let me. Whoa, that's huge. There we go. There's our girl Atraxa, right? This card was printed in 2016.
Huh?
Still good card.
Yeah.
Still great card.
Yeah.
Okay. Financially, here's the issue, right? When and I'm not making this argument for Hasbro. I'm not at all making this argument for Hasbro. I'm making the argument for the rest of the food chain. Okay. I'm making the argument as a shop owner. I'm making the argument who has a best friend that owns a distribution company, right? There are other pieces to that food chain. Okay. What was minimum wage when the good standard challenger decks came out? And not the federal minimum wage bullshit, but what was here's the minimum I need to make to live, right? There was a single digit in that number in 2016. Okay. And now realistically, like, I think minimum wage in Oregon is $12 or $13, but it doesn't matter because we live in Bend and minimum wage is $20 an hour because you can't live on anything under that.
Literally. Like,
how do you get that? Because Wizards is only ever going to give us X% margin, right? Like, I'll use play boosters as an example, and of course pricing's changing again. But the Karlov Manor play boosters, right? The MSRP on those was $149.99, $150 a box for 36 packs. Everybody lost their shit because it used to be $125.
But that was $110.
But as a shop, our cost on those was $127. Right? So an employee making $20 an hour needs to sell 2 of those an hour to make enough profit just to pay their own wages. Mm-hmm. Right? In 2016, I had a shop I owned in 2016 that wasn't a card shop. It was in another industry that'll would probably get us knocked on YouTube.
Oh yeah, it would.
Yeah. But the rent for a 2,500 square foot retail at that point was $800. We have a 2,400 square foot here, and you need to put another 0 on that now, right? So when we look at, man, boxes used to be $110 and now they're $150. Eggs used to be 99 cents a dozen.
Oh, I'm not saying that's your fault. I think it's on Wizard, and that so.
But I'm saying that's like I'm not trying to defend Wizards, but that's if you look at the cost of playing Magic from a sealed product point of view, mm-hmm. which is the only thing that Hasbro has any control over, mm-hmm. right? They can't. I say they can't control the secondary market.
We know what you mean.
Yeah.
Right. They don't set the prices on the secondary market.
You go. Yeah.
So that
they have an influence over them, right? But if you look at the cost of buying a pack of Magic cards that's gone from $3.50 to $5.50, that's pretty much in line with everything else, man.
No, like for the most part, it is.
Now the Commander Precons haven't gone up that much. What was? I don't remember what the C16 one sold for. C16 Commander deck.
I remember 40 was typically the going rate.
I bought the full set.
Yeah, no, because it was...
No, the original MSRP for the C16 decks was $75. Now, this was in the phase where Wizards didn't officially have an MSRP, right? Because they just brought that back for us a year ago.
Huh.
But
MSRP has only been back for a year? Or...
year and a half? I don't remember.
That's...
nothing about that. So technically those have gone down. Now, they only used to do a set a year, so it was a little more special.
Not
per commander.
Yeah.
You get 4 decks a year instead of 30.
Yep. That's 35.
Number of commander decks in 2024.
I don't want to know this number. I'm gonna fall over.
Oh, I also have a question regarding what we're talking about. So our question, I know you guys don't.
Aaron's gonna be like, why aren't I making $25 an hour? That's the prevent.
Well, okay. First of all, I'll talk to you after the podcast, but like, hold on.
Shit.
So we're on our topic about standard and LGS attendance. Yeah. So the second part of this question that we were supposed to be covering is what could some shops do better to motivate attendance? And what I want to ask, what I've been trying to say this is it our thing to fix?
As a player or as an LGS?
Yes.
I think so.
I think this is on WotC for what they've done. So it's like did this. Why do we have to fix it? Because
what I was originally going to put at the top of the Vivi thing was Vivi versus late stage capitalism. because Hasbro doesn't care about the LGS attendance.
Right.
It's not their job to. Their job as a corporation is to sell more boxes and make Money Machine go burr. Right? And that's not, I'm not shitting on them. That's literally what their job is as a corporation. Okay? Print more product, make more product. We're not going to talk about them failing to print enough product. But Money Machine go burr. Yeah. And people coming into an LGS to play doesn't make them money. Hasbro literally makes more profit off of a standard player who plays on Arena. Think about it. You spend $200 a set on a box of cards here at E4. Hasbro's getting 40 or 50 bucks out of that. It's a goddamn significant portion of it. You spend 250 bucks on Arena.
They get all of it.
Oh, what does it cost them to print those cards for Arena?
Nothing.
Now, that's not a lot less than what it costs them to print a box of play boosters.
Yeah.
Right? Like the actual materials and labor cost in that is more than the cost of a pack at retail, but not a lot.
I was going to say virtually non-existent.
Yeah, I mean, I'd imagine by the time in the volumes they're printing in, by the time they get ready to ship to distro, they're $15 to $18 in that box. Right? And it's 10x that on a shelf. Okay. Now, that's not counting development time. That's not counting design time. But obviously, when we're rotting cards the day the set releases, we're not investing enough in design and play testing anyway. Anyhow, point being, Wizards doesn't give a fuck. Wizards see shit like this and they went, I don't know, whatever, we sold boxes, fuck them.
Yeah, no.
Now, long term, what Wizards doesn't realize is why are people playing? Like if your focus is on digital, stop printing fucking cards.
Yeah, I mean,
here's Arena. Shut the whole system down.
Yeah, it's like
shut the distros down. Shut the stores down. Hey, to quote Blizzard, y'all got phones, right?
To quote Blizzard, y'all got phones, right? And now that you're laid off, you have plenty of time to be on.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
Bitch.
Wizards and Hasbro is never going to fix this. No. They will put. I mean, they're starting to print us promo cards that you can actually play in the format you win them in.
Yeah, the Bitter Triumph was really cool.
Slick shot.
Like, credit where it's due. Those are great. That not so great.
Right. Now the intent here was good, right?
Yeah.
Because this was in every goddamn top 8 deck in every big event.
It had to be
forever.
BV's the next promo. That's why they won't ban it. No way. We're all laughing at them. Yeah, obviously not. Unless.
Don't look at me like that.
I don't think they would. I think the licensing won't let them. I think the only reason Vivi's not the next promo is because it's Final Fantasy.
Nah.
And because Square Enix's lawyers would rip WotC a new asshole for doing something like that.
Oh yeah. You want another Art of our RIP?
Hang on. Chris just put it in the chat. Well, no, Cauldron's the next promo.
Oh, yeah. There you go. So, to capitalize on your point, and to capitalize on both your points of like...
The point is WotC's never going to fix it.
No. And that's where...
That's our job.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. And
for better or for worse.
Really ugly truth that it is, in fact, our problem.
Yep.
It is something that...
And it always will be.
And not to, ego boost Steve, but that is why the store is successful. Because
but it's not. I appreciate that. But it's because I started a store to play Magic in. I started a store to sell Magic product.
It goes back to intent. Everything is about intent. What do you want to get out of this game?
Yeah.
Which kind of leads back to the first part of our question.
Even with that intent, the struggle is still real. The amount of time and effort that goes into try to plan out events and I mean we're buying fucking plane tickets, bro.
Literally.
All to put butts in seats.
Yeah.
Now I think, and I don't have math to back this up yet. We're working on that. Yeah. Fuck it. Math is for blockers. Anyhow, I think that there's a business case for it. I think it's the right way to run a store. And part of what we're doing is trying to prove that so that the rest of the industry sees it, right?
Yes.
Otherwise we just get angry and the monstrous rage overtakes us.
Oh, every day of my life, brother.
But it...
Put a backwards hat and a monster in his hand and let's get to town.
It's got to be a shift in the way the whole industry thinks, right? It's got to be about building the community so then the community will come back and because you have that consistent player base, now you're not out there hunting new customers and chasing new releases. Right. Unfortunately, WotC's going the opposite direction, the way they're pushing collector packs and serialized junk and shit like this, right? Mm-hmm. So we're fighting an uphill battle.
Yeah.
But that is the answer. He's such a growly boy.
He's so mad.
Such a growly boy.
Oh, man.
But yeah, it's what has to happen, but it's the opposite of what the industry tells you to do.
Yes, it's how absolutely displaced one is from the other is so heartbreaking to me to see, because a lot of people, like all three of us, started in standard.
Yeah.
And like seeing the I remember paying $200 for my starting deck, and I paid $25 a pop for History of Benalia play set.
Which is now worth like 97 cents.
They bulk printed it in like this like little offshoot thing that they printed that came like with a play set, especially like Legion's Landing too, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But $200 was the top end.
Oh man, that period of standard was like every deck that was good was a monocolor deck.
Yeah.
Mono red, mono white, and mono blue were like the top 3 decks.
Yeah, and that's where I was like, Benalia was the only expensive card in the deck, and it still functioned great. Adanto Vanguard. What's up?
Adanto Vanguard.
So
pay 3 life?
So I had kind of 2 stages of Magic, right? Because I played in high school and college. When I got out of college, got an adult job, sold out of Magic, came back. And when I came back, I'm going to age myself here a little bit. Does anybody remember BR Vampires?
From
would have been Scars block?
No.
2010?
No.
Before my time.
I think the only thing I'm hearing is a cane hitting the floor.
Okay. Red deck wins was the deck. Vampires was the counter.
So I started in Return to Ravnica.
Shocks or fetches were in standard at that point. Because this deck. So hey, this deck played a Verdant Catacombs and 4 Black Cleave Cliffs.
Mm-hmm. Because the other 5 fetches had not been printed in a standard set until Tarkir.
Correct.
So they were not legal in modern or standard. They were legacy and vintage only.
Yep.
But
we played the original Fastlands and half of the fetches.
Mm-hmm. But then when Tarkir came out, we had fetches and shocks.
Verdant Catacombs and Marsh Flats could both go get me a swamp. I didn't go get a plains. I didn't go get a forest, but they both got me swamps. That's when Bloodghast. That deck played Bloodghast.
Of course it did.
Great card.
It's a great card.
That's why you had fetch lands.
Yeah.
I swing in with Bloodghast. You block. Cool. Fetch, Swamp,
Cat comes
Bloodghast. It was cheeky bullshit.
It's so cute.
It played lightning bolts because lightning bolts were legal.
Yep. M10, M11.
Yep. Go for the Throat was in standard again at that point.
Gopher.
That was the original. Go for the Throat,
That was
wasn't
the
it?
original.
I think
Gopher.
so. Yeah. The God damn it. The 2/1 First Striker. You could sacrifice him and take counters off of things. Hexmage. Vampire Hexmage.
Hexmage. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Anyhow,
Yes.
I'm meandering. We all started in standard.
Yeah. But now the focus is on Commander.
Yep.
So I think the only way is for getting butts and seats, because that's always the goal. That's what it should be. That's the business model, right?
Yep.
For an LGS, butts in seats, players
100%.
playing.
Should be.
It should. Be.
It isn't, but it should be.
It isn't, but it should be, and that's why I think that's one of the things that has brought people to the shop so much and continues to bring them back, is because people understand that goal here and they see you pursuing that fervently.
Yes.
Butts in seats. If I asked John to borrow a card, he would laugh in my face. He would say, that'll be $5, cash your card, buddy. It's just like it's an LGS is literally part of building a community.
Well, but that's like, and we've been fortunate here because our standard community is really cool, right? Like, you come in and you're missing pieces. Somebody has that piece probably, right? And sometimes it's me, sometimes it's Corey, sometimes it's Aaron, sometimes it's whoever. It doesn't matter. Every now and again, Kyle. I don't know that I've ever. I thought you sold all your standard cards and just borrowed them all now. Anyhow, point is, it's very doable to have that play happen, right? It's very doable to come in and go, hey man, like I'm looking at your deck list, and it's a cards I own that are this color deck list. Here's some cards that could make it better. Why don't you throw a couple? Here, borrow these. Throw a couple of those in there tonight and see how it plays. Right?
And you have full-on decks that you loan out too.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of us do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's to your point. Is you're
Corey,
encouraging?
Voorhees took 4th place in the RCQ, 3rd place, 3/4, whatever.
And
With fucking Corey's deck.
Lost to Voorhees on Corey's deck.
And I took 6 because I lost to Aaron.
I mean,
On Steve's deck,
on Steve's deck to really like capitalize here.
but that's the thing, right? It doesn't
The
fucking
environment
matter.
has been built. Like that's the most important part.
But that's the way it should be.
exactly.
Yes, that's what we're trying to say.
Yes, that's the whole point, and that's where that is the only. How do you fight the darkness? You beat it with light.
We are aggressively agreeing with each other
Yes.
right now.
Aggressively.
promote your players. Aggressively help them.
Come out and play.
Come out and play. Like what?
Oh my god, you know what other card was awful? Blade Splicer.
Yep.
Same standard block.
What that is?
2 and a white, 3/3
Yep.
makes a 3/3.
Yep. A 2 and a white, 3/3. When it enters, you make a 3/3 golem artifact. Golems you have first strike.
Yep. It's Sandstorm
God.
Salvager.
I was gonna
Better
say
cousin.
Sandstorm Salvager.
Sun Titan went in that deck.
Sun.
Yep.
Oh, it's such a better place.
Yep. Yeah, well, because Sun Titan would come in, and Sun Titan could bring Blade Splicer back from the graveyard, which would then make a golem, which would then have first strike.
Oh my god. Horrendous.
And if they tried to do something to that, you just mana leak it.
1 and a blue, counter target spell unless they pay 3. Mm-hmm. Yeah, now we just have 3 steps.
Right. Right.
I'm gonna sink 9 mana, 8 mana into my counter spell.
So then I think the issue is it comes down to 2 things, right? It comes down to an LGS issue and a community issue.
Yeah.
And the community issue is solvable by the LGS, and I think we've proven that.
Yeah. No.
Right.
Wholeheartedly.
And it's it's cost us some fucking money, but like in the grand scheme of things, you talk about, oh, it's a $5 card, you can't borrow that, you have to buy it. Bro, you just paid $10 to enter the event. I don't know, man. Sure.
Yeah, it's like
and maybe you're in a situation where like, yeah, I could buy that $5 card, but then I don't have the $10 to enter. I could pay the $10 to enter, and then I don't have the $5 to buy the card. Okay, cool. Let's put both of those things together. Play the game, fill the seat, and like next Friday when you get paid, you're gonna come in and give me $5 for the card anyway. Or you're gonna realize the deck sucks and sell me the rest of the cards.
Yeah,
either way, something is coming through the business to generate revenue.
Yeah,
that wouldn't be if I looked at you and went, fuck off, $5.
Yeah, it's like it's being able to create that environment is just so important, and it's not that difficult to do if you can prioritize your community and your players more often than not. I mean, obviously you're gonna have bad apples. It's gonna happen. Austins are gonna walk out with decks, you know. But,
I mean, we've made verbs out of things like that.
Exactly, but like from what I have seen, you know, nerds are usually pretty damn dedicated people. If you prioritize your players, they will prioritize you too. There's plenty of times I have bought cards and contributed to the shop when I know for a fact I didn't have a whole lot of disposable income. But every single time I order cards, I try and get everything here. I don't want to go through TCG.
Well, but I think that's also part of what we're talking about with standard is the problem is accessibility.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, you're new to Magic? Would you rather buy a $50 Commander Precon or would you rather spend $500 on a standard deck?
Which, oh, by the way, doesn't work unless you know the meta.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be playing that in 4 years. Right? So I think that's a piece of it, and that's been a lot of our focus. Myself as a business owner, it's been a lot of the focus is making it as accessible to everyone as we can. And whether that's, you know, the flag on the wall going, everyone's welcome, I don't give a shit, whether that is the singles in the case, whether that is the $2 bin, the amount of standard decks that have been 80% built out of that $2 bin is gross.
Yeah.
And
Commander decks that have been 100% built out of that bin.
I mean, yeah, but now you're at a $200 Commander deck, you should have bought a Precon. $150 Commander deck, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? But just that kind of accessibility and having an alternative, I think is the biggest importance, right? There are absolutely... It's why we don't charge for seats.
Here we go.
I mean... And I have been at this point in life, so I know this is a thing that exists, where, like, I have $3 to my name and I'm bored tonight. What am I going to do? And if it's $10 to come out and sit and play with my buddies, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go to the library and play or something.
Yeah.
Well, if you're at the library playing, you know, maybe you're broke. Maybe your buddy buys a soda. Maybe you take your $3 and you spend $2 of it on a Mountain Dew. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. The chairs, I'm paying rent for the chairs, whether somebody's butt's in it or not. Why not do everything I can to put somebody in it?
Correct. Like I know we've talked about this a lot, but like it's pretty rare when nerds don't know what they want. Like I cannot tell you.
You watched Aaron deck build?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Let's take a big step back here for a second. They come in, they see stuff in the case. They see the omniscience. It's like, well, I know I don't have $20 to just throw out a card right now, but sweet mama, when I do. Like that brings people back.
Right.
It's like
How do you feel on that?
He hates omniscience. Are you kidding me?
I mean,
no, you played it, you little worm. Oh, you.
I have
that was
anime portalist omniscience as you were talking about.
That was his deck before they banned it in the last ban wave.
Yeah, we both died to the ban. Corey got banned. Why? He got Abuela.
I played Corey. I played Corey, Pixie, and Omniscience.
Okay, so here we go. Prime example. Eye Candy asks, are there rules to deck building?
No.
Well, what format? Like, yeah, there's cards that are legal, right?
Yeah.
There's not rules per se.
Not
There's
necessarily.
lists of eligible cards that sometimes are only 3,000 or 4,000 cards deep like standard, and sometimes are 40,000 cards deep like commander.
And to that point, so Candy's mostly knows Commander, which is Singleton.
Okay.
So with Standard, you're allowed up to 4 cards with the same name except for basic lands.
So yeah, there are guidelines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but the rules I think that we're referring to that are making you ask that question are, this deck is better than these decks. You have to build something to beat that.
Right.
So it's
like, and that's the thing. In Commander, you can build a pile of jank, and you might win because 2 of the people are focusing each other down, and you can come in with your $30 pile of jank and swing your 4-mana 2/2 and kill somebody.
You can still be relevant to the game, whereas in Standard, it's a little more of a, it's a sharper sharper skill ceiling, in the sense of you can't really bring a dirtily Standard deck.
It's not even skill. I hate, and I'm just going to call you out on that because I hate when people call it skill, right? Because a skillful person can play a shitty deck and be bad.
I don't deny this.
It's in a 60 card format, it's 2v2. You can get by with a terrible deck in Commander because 3 other players ignore you and kill each other.
Mm-hmm. Yep, seen that happen.
When you're in Standard, it's you and the guy across from you, and there's nobody else for him to swing at. So if you're not stopping him from swinging or killing him first, you're gonna die.
Yeah. And so the best way for me to put this specifically for Candy is that this is basically it's rock, paper, scissors.
Yep.
One deck is better than the other deck is better than the other deck that's better than the first one. That's kind of the rule. It's like you have to play one of those 3 if you think you're going to have a chance to beat them. Otherwise, you're just going to get run over.
Yeah, it's there. I can't put it a better way. The skill ceiling is sharper. Not necessarily skill of the ceiling, but it's easier to run into worse matchups when you have worse cards.
It's a more competitive format.
It's a more competitive format.
Exactly, because with Standard, like, the goal is to play competitively. Like, Commander, you play with for fun, but if you're playing Standard, it's because you want to be on the circuits.
You can play competitively in Commander.
Yeah, you can. But
We're going to play slightly competitively in Commander this weekend, right?
Slightly?
Right.
Called SCEDH now?
Yeah.
Slightly EDH. Bracket
but there
4.5.
isn't. There are Commander games where the point isn't the winning or losing. The point is the socialization and the hanging out and the look. My deck did a cool thing, right?
Which we tried to bring into Standard.
I mean, I play Standard that way a lot. Like, yeah, I own forward, but did you see this turn where I crapped this out on Aaron and just one-shot him because it was funny?
Yeah, that's your deck, Kyle. Is you try to shotgun players with Smuggler's Play.
Sometimes the shotgun jams and you die first.
Yep.
Many times.
Smuggler's surprise resolved. Smuggler's surprise doesn't.
Smuggler's surprise whiffs.
Random encounter whiffs.
No. Random encounter whiffs. Okay. Oh boy, if I whiff random encounter one more time in my life, I'm gonna eat a playset of them.
So,
buddy.
So I think the conclusion for topic 3 is, yeah, if you're out there and you're thinking about playing Standard and you're like, everybody says that nobody plays Standard, we play Standard Tuesday nights. Come out and play.
Borrow a deck.
Yeah.
Borrow a deck.
Yeah, come in here and go, I want to play Standard and I don't have a deck. And somebody's sitting in the shop that'll go, oh, I got a deck you can play.
Corey will give you a deck that's better than the one he's currently playing.
Yep.
Well, no,
He's such a generous and giving soul.
Great. He's the best.
It's the
Oh.
curse, remember, that follows him. He'll just draw last. All
Got
the
it.
decks are amazing. Just can't.
Yeah,
I'll
Corey's a
break them.
great deck builder.
Yes.
He
Handsome,
rolls
too. God,
nat 1.
gorgeous.
He rolls nat 1 a lot.
But when he doesn't,
Sure.
oh man, he outperformed Jared and I at that RCQ that we went to.
Yeah. But Corey is like somebody who's like gone to school and is like a professional statistician who like works with probabilities and stuff. Like, Corey needs to be that guy's lab rat.
Frank Karsten. Somebody get Frank Karsten on the phone.
Yeah. Yeah. The only other piece I wanted to touch on in this real quick, because we are running, it's 9:30.
We started late.
Yeah, okay. The only other piece I wanted to touch on is kind of the other part of this we haven't talked about, where the guy just leaves with the pile of promos, right? What should shops do when 1 or 2 people show up? Aaron, I think you ran into a situation like this with an RC, right?
The RCQ, yeah, we did do that.
Yeah. And so when it comes to the RCQ, the invite, yeah, man, send somebody. Get somebody the damn invite, right? There's nothing to the shop.
Yeah, shop doesn't benefit from sitting on
Correct.
an RCQ invite.
And I love that this guy walked out with half the promos. I question what happened to the other half of the promos. But I see a lot of, before these could have feasibly been run, these cards were on eBay and TCG Player, right? I was like,
This is how we leave.
with a mitt full of promos?
No, with the mitt full of the bitter triumphs, because they give us way too flippin' many of them.
Well, yeah, that's a piece of it too.
We get the cheap ones that are okay to give like 1 million of.
Yeah, well, and they're cheap because they, we had 12 people, 13 people, whatever, for Standard Showdown, and I had 48 bitter triumphs. It's like...
That's what we live with, is a stack of the bitter triumphs.
The difference is these are actually playable.
Yeah,
Yes.
which is great.
I had to, we had a RC. God, I don't remember what it was. I want to say it was Ponder, but I don't think it was Ponder.
It is.
Was it Ponder?
It's
the
Ponder
really
and Death Shadow.
The really dumb art of Ponder. Preordain. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
I know
preordain.
my blue draw is like the back of my hand, brother.
Yeah.
Preordained, because I would have played Ponder.
It's preordained.
But like,
I wish it was.
we had
Ponder.
so many of those preordains that I didn't know what to do with it. I took like 2 packs of them and just dropped them in some dude's backpack. Oops. Because I was like, no, I don't want those. They're garbage. That's ugly. I don't want those. And I'm trying to pawn them out, and I just kind of walk by and like, boop. Like 2 weeks later, he's like, how'd these get in my backpack?
You reverse mugged someone.
Yes.
Foot pocket.
But I think that's important, right? I think that the Wizards is printing these promos in order to get people in your store.
Yes.
So even if you're not, like, even if the event doesn't fire, like we have, we do the Commander Party is an event every set.
Oh, here we go.
That we ostensibly run. Like the event link says it's Commander Party, and everybody's like, I don't want to do that. That's stupid. Okay. Neat. So the promos go in the box, and now it's the box of, hey, look at new 4-pod. Glad you guys came in. Happy to see you playing Commander. You know, it really helps if you sign into Event Link for us. Here's promos. And we could turn around and we could put those in the case or something, but that's shitty.
It goes back to intent. It goes back to build a community.
You know,
prioritize your players. Players will prioritize you.
I've been at card shows where there's like shops sitting there, and these things, the promo packs.
Yeah, that you're supposed to get from wins, and they're selling
like $12 a pack at a card show. And I get it if you're somebody that plays twice a week and you win a promo pack every night. I think one of our players has like a shoebox of these freaking things sitting around.
Box.
Yeah, sure, man. Yeah, there's a financial value to them, sure. But as a shop, man, put that shit in your players' hands.
Yeah, and you do. I have 37 copies of Cultivate.
Okay.
The foil, like, come out and play promo or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah. The Lord of the Rings one. Yeah, it was the Bring a Friend promo.
He's got this thing of them. He's like, somebody take these. And I was like, I'll take some. And you're like, take all of them. And I was like, okay.
So they introduced that with Lord of the Rings, right? And they're like, the only thing you can give this promo away for is if somebody brings a friend in and them and their friend register an event link. And so we gave away like 8 of them. Right, because it was such a unique set of circumstances. Like there was a guy at draft one night who came up. He's like, "Yeah, I brought my friend with. He played tonight." I'm like, "Holy shit! I get to give you a Cultivate.
Here, take
you and your friend. You and your friend get a Cultivate. Fuck yes, I'm getting rid of these." And then Wizards has a surplus promo policy. So once the sanctioning of the event, like if we didn't fire a store championship, I can't just give those to anybody until Spider-Man releases and we're out of Edge of Eternity season, and then there's surplus promos. And now I just hand them out for whatever, right? Like, oh, you bought a Mountain Dew today, have a bitter triumph. You know?
Oh, you sneezed.
Right.
This is yours now.
So I kept those Cultivates around, and they sent us, they came in little bags of 32, and every set, for like 4 sets, they sent us 8 of those packs of 32. And I genuinely remember actively engaged giving away maybe 6. And so when those things flipped over and went on the surplus promo list, oh, bro. Oh, you're buying some new sleeves? Here, while you re-sleeve your deck, have a cultivate.
Oh my god, hucking them across the store, people.
I just heard you come out of the bathroom, and I heard you flush the toilet and wash your hands. Good job, buddy. Have a cultivate. Like, yeah.
You put on deodorant before you came in? Boom, cultivate.
Hey, you smell better than usual tonight. Have 4 cultivates. You get a play set now. Yeah. All right, so I think that probably kind of starts to wrap us for the night. Do you guys have any final thoughts? What? Oh my God, Chris. You were cultivating a community, says Chris.
I was going to make that joke, and he beat me to it.
Oh, my stream deck's down, and I don't have the sad trombone button, because that absolutely earned the sad trombone button. There, we have the rent a sad trombone.
The sad of the trombone.
Thanks, guys. Nick. That was the saddest sad trombone. So yeah,
sad bone.
Standard, it's going to happen. There are LGSs that cultivate communities, and there are LGSs that don't.
Roll credits.
Yep. Come on, play cards.
Yes.
Come out
We have the decks. We have the seats.
Come out and play. Oh my god, come out and play.
Don't ever think it's too expensive. We'll figure it out.
And you
like, you have to spend money on it eventually, but come out and try it out.
You want to come out and play with, like, me, Steve, and Aaron, sure, but, like, oh, you could come out and you could meet Corey and Jared. Oh,
yeah.
You make fun of. You could meet Ryan. And
you could meet Ryan.
Slow.
Yeah, you could scream at Ryan. He loves that.
He loves it. It's his favorite thing. He texts us every night. Please yell at me more.
Like, you know what would be really cool if you did in Standard tonight? Screamed at me. Not even, like, yelling at me, but just, like, inaudible yelling. Just, ah!
Yep. Yeah, you can come to me, Baja. Yeah. We have a super great community. So if you want to come out, play some cards, just have some fun with it.
By Fox.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll find the answer to Demir someday.
He'd love that too. He'd absolutely love that. He's like, "Oh, new fish. I've been playing this game since before it was created."
That's half my motivation in building Vivi. Is then somebody comes out and they're like, "I'm really interested in Standard." Be like, "Oh, here's Vivi. Try this out. It'll be fun."
Prepare to be hated.
Hey, we did it for Jonah.
Yeah, we did.
He beat you.
He did.
Just saying.
I'm okay with that.
That video is actually up now. If you guys want to check that out, if you've played Commander and you're pondering on playing Standard, yeah, I got the most what the fuck look out of Aaron in the thumbnail.
I told me he looked like Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah. But we sat down and we had Aaron teach Jonah, GlitchMercer, one of our other streamers, who is a dedicated Commander jank. I spent $8 on my deck. Let's see if I can cast a creature this game.
Yep.
And he beat Aaron.
He did?
And Aaron was playing blue-white control.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was epic. Anyhow, that video is now up on our YouTube channel. If you're watching us on YouTube, it's where you're watching us now. If you're on Twitch, it's at E4Cards on YouTube. If nothing else, you can look at the great thumbnail and compare that to Aaron's face that you're seeing tonight and be like, oh, yeah, he must have been angry. Other than that, Kyle, Aaron, parting thoughts?
Goodbye.
I love it. Short, sweet, and to the point. Hope everybody has a wonderful night. Thanks for tuning in and checking out the E4Cast. We will probably be back here again in 2 weeks, assuming we can get the shit show organized again.
That'd be cool.
We're really well tonight, guys. This is fun.
We were even early.
Aside from the cameras being broken.
Well, you got me to react badly on camera, so take your win.
Yeah, I like my wins. My wins are fun.
Sometimes you gotta take the wins.
And
Sometimes
I guess
you get a bye in the store championship and it leaves you bitter.
Triumph.
Non-triumphantly. No, it is a bitter triumph. Oh, there it is. Flick that salt.
You're gonna get some ending thoughts here. There's a ball the freaking table.
And with that, everybody have a great night. Thanks for coming out.